Welcome to Workshop Wednesday, come on in. At the Rural Report, let the prepping begin. We'll teach you the skills you need to survive. Join our community, let's thrive and thrive. Gather round, don't be shy. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday, come on in. At the Rural Report, let the prepping begin. We'll teach you the skills you need to survive. Join our community, let's thrive and thrive. Gather round, don't be shy. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday, come on in. At the Rural Report, let the prepping begin. We'll teach you the skills you need to survive. Join our community, let's thrive and thrive. Gather round, don't be shy.
Man, I'm just jamming out to the song. I don't know why I love it. Hopefully you guys do too, but that's neither here nor there. We are live and we will see how this one goes. So welcome everybody to another edition of Workshop Wednesday. And we will run through and tell everybody hello. If this is your first time here, welcome. Great to have you stop in and join us. This is a 1-hour live stream Q&A where pretty much anything goes. We do this all by chat, and so drop whatever you want into the chat, whatever questions, comments, concerns, topics, anything along those lines. You can do stories of success, failures, tips, tricks, everything. And it's just a bunch of us like-minded people getting together and fellowshipping and stepping away for an hour and just having a little bit of fun. So if you missed it and you are on replay, we still love you, and just put hashtag replay, drop something down in the chat so I can say hello to you, since I didn't get to say hello to you tonight. But without further ado, we've got STP rounding in at first. Welcome in. JS Genesis Designs second. Hello. The original Blue Wrench of Off Grid Master. Hello, welcome. I will get to your comment in a moment. Who else do we got? We got Glenn Anderson is here. Thank you for stopping on in. Heaven's Fire is keeping track at number 5. Welcome in, my friend. Thank you for joining me last week, too. I see Divinely Blessed Designs. Shalom, my friend. And yeah, it is awful here, too. So who else do we got in? Let's see. If I can get my internet to work. See, we were just talking about that. And yeah, it's never a show until we get our 308 by 308. Thank you, Texas Raider. Who else do we got in here? I see Tammy Joe has stopped in. Hello, Tammy Joe, as well as Lynn Stalker. Great to see both of you here. Amazing. I see Silver Oceans, the legend himself. Man, you're watching me on the TV. I feel special now. Look at me go. Who else do we got? Yes, so we're going to talk about that as well. I see Susan is here. Hello. Yes, hallelujah. No more campaign commercials, text, or phone calls. I don't know how many times I had to respond no this year, but it was a lot. But yes, I am absolutely. I see Edith has stopped in. Hello, welcome. Brother Troy is here. Hello, my friend. Let's see. Making sure I've got everybody in because I don't want to miss anybody. Oh, I see David is here. Hello, David. Thank you for stopping in. I think I said hello to Glenn. If not, you're going to get it twice. So hello, Glenn. Great for you to be here. All right. So I'm going to let you guys, and I right there, of course. I'm trying to move on, and here comes Mrs. Rural in the chat. So, hello, Mrs. Rural. And then Amy has stopped in. Hello, welcome, Amy. Great to see you here. And Scorpion Metals has stopped in. Hello, my friend. Great to see you here. I was getting ready to say don't text and drive, but that's okay. So I'm going to hijack for a moment until let you guys in the chat because I am down at the bottom. So any questions, comments, concerns, topics, anything you guys want to discuss, now is your time. But we are going to look over and let me see if I can find where I want to do my shared screen here. I thought I could do it this way, and maybe I can't. Let me see if I can figure out how to do, because normally I'm doing this from the internet, and instead I'm trying to do it from a different way, and that's not it. That's not it. Did I really? I should have practiced this, I think, in the beginning of everything. Maybe I can't. Can I do it this way? Let's see. Oh, I think I can. There we go. Hopefully you guys are seeing that right there, because this is one of the things I want to talk about. So while everybody was out the other day and hopefully voting and whatnot, uh, maybe you guys did or did not see that we did a ICBM launch. I didn't see anything in the news about it, and they just spontaneously was like, hey, this seems like a great idea to take our, really huge missile and just yeet it across the ocean. So, yeah, we went ahead and we did that. And then I got a little bit worried, kinds of, all the different things were going on. It seemed that red was going pretty strong. And then all of a sudden, the 51st state decided to come in that I thought maybe tip it blue. And let's see. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, and yeah, so the 51st state came in, and blue won that one. But apparently, you can't count that in there, so they had to throw that one out. But at the end of the night, there you go. There is your unconfirmed winner, which I kind of had the thing. I'm not trying to do anything major or say anything about myself, but I had a strong feeling that they was going to have a winner by noon today, and boy, they came out way sooner than that. But I don't think it's going to be what I think. I think there's a lot of people that's projecting a lot more doom, and a lot of people that are getting very, very complacent. And I think we need to be somewhere in the middle. We'll talk about that. But I do want to talk about this right here. If you guys didn't notice this, so I caught this one here. This is the vote count. So in 2004, you have 21 million votes. 2008, 29 million votes. 12, 26 million, 16, 28 million. 2020 rolls around and we have 155 million votes. Following this year, 129. Really strange, right? So in a case you're more like me, you need that visualization, even though you can kind of run down and see it says 1, 2, and then the number changes after that. Maybe you're like me and you need to see it in graph form. Um, that really just speaks volumes. So we're not going to try and get kicked off YouTube here. I'm just going to show that. You take it for whatever you want to take it, but there you go. So we're going to step away from that one. All right. So now that I have hijacked and took up, I don't know, a good 5 minutes of time or whatnot, I just wanted to get that pretty much out of the way, right? So let's run back into the chat here. Any reviews on the backpack? I don't even know if I've heard of Rothko backpacks. I will definitely jot that down and look that up and see if anybody's in the chat has. Edith has a good question right there. Let's see. But I will definitely look that up. I've had a few requests over the past couple of days of doing a couple of different things. So I will be kind of busy over probably the next week or two. I see Paul Meadow is here. Hello, brother. Welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Who else do we got? Making sure. Does a Trump presidency buy us more time before we need to use our preps? There we go. There's a very good question. All right. So, is it absolute doomsday? It's going to be a huge, false flag, black swan, whatever crisis. Um, the chance is there. It's there. Is it going to be the most peaceful transition of power and everything's great? Um, the chance is there, right? I think, and this is just going to be me, because I've had a few people already email me and ask me, what my advice is on this. We have a little bit of time between now and January 20th. And if for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to my advantage. I'm going to create a goal or a couple of goals, and then I'm going to use various things as marker points as a way to basically make sure I'm staying on track. So we've got about 10 weeks. And if we want to break up those 10 weeks, we can go by basically major US holidays. So we got about 3 weeks till Thanksgiving. Then we got about 4 weeks after that until we got Christmas. And then about 4 more weeks after that, you've got January 20th. So right there. If I want to go, all right, I want to add $100 worth of food to my pantry. I want to get 25 more gallon of water, and I want to drop $50 more on medical, whatever. Then I can start going through and looking and see where I'm at. So by Thanksgiving, where do I need to be? Am I good? Am I over? Am I under? Do I need to scale up between Thanksgiving and Christmas? There you go. Um, that's the first half. Now, to answer your question, does it buy us more time? We'll have to wait and see. This is something that is going to be huge because Trump is talking a very big game right now. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm making all these changes. Right now, he won. Okay, he's got the House, he's got the Senate, he's got the Supreme Court, he's got popular vote, he's got everything. There is no excuse for not getting something done. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how all this rolls out. He's not he's not Jesus, he's not God, he's not any sort of any person of huge high power. So he's a man just like you and me. He can't stop everything. Okay, he can't fix everything, he can't stop everything. There is people that want to destroy America. There is people that hate America. They want to see its downfall, and whether that's outside or inside, it's just a sad truth. So you always need to keep prepping. Does it buy us more time? I think in the short term, it'll be a wait and see. You have a small window of you should probably kind of just keep a head on a swivel and just kind of keep everything good. I would say if nothing happens within the first 6 months to a year, that middle 2 years is probably a really good time to buckle down and maybe make a larger purchase. Maybe go ahead and get that solar generator you've been wanting, or that freeze dryer or whatever. Start saving up and go on ahead and get that, or something along those lines. Don't go into debt, but maybe it might be a good idea. And then I think one of the big things, if we want to look really far term, let's say everything runs really, really smooth. What's after Trump? Okay, what's in 4 years? Anything can happen. So that would be your extreme long-term goal. Are you going to be set up in 4 years? It may be the absolute worst case scenario in 4 years. Maybe it's going to be flipped. Maybe blue is going to have a really popular runner, and red's going to throw up somebody that has no chance of winning. If you're for Team Red, what are you going to do about it? So now's the time to maybe take an assessment, make goals, make sure that you are putting those into attainable steps. And keep in mind too, there's a long road between now and January. There's a lot of people that's saying that Team Blue is going to start World War III. I don't know if Joe, because Joe's still in charge. I don't know if Joe has the capability of even starting war with a deck of cards right now. So I don't know. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible, right? Um, I don't know. There's not enough time to do a whole bunch of things, but things can happen. There is surprises, right? We can still have a November surprise, a December surprise. I've already went through and seen a lot of people talk about it. Something happens to Joe, Kamala steps in. Something, event happens. They stop everything. Blah blah blah. There's a lot of things. There's the people that's already talking about Kamala's got to be the one that goes through and certifies the election, and she's not going to. Well, with the Trump thing that happened, uh, Congress passed a law that said, "Hey, no, you have to do this." So they, uh, we'll see how all this goes. Okay, there's a lot of things that can play out. The biggest thing is don't get concerned about things that you can't control. Okay, the everything's done. The votes are cast. They're counted. Let that go. Worry about yourself, worry about your family, your friends, your loved ones, your household, your neighborhood. Keep that where you want it. Okay, forget about what's going on half the world away. Focus on everything right now, especially at the end of the year and everything. This is the times where people get really really complacent. Stress levels start getting higher. There's a lot more people that's traveling, a lot more stress on energy grids and financial systems and all that stuff. So keep all that in mind. Let's see, and we can come back and talk about that a lot more. But I want to get back into the chat. Let's see. Yeah, I saw that one too. Let's talk about anything but. Tony's here. Hello, Tony. Great to see you here. Who else do we got? Nobody got my pun. Let's see. This is huge. You should see if you can share the screen. Um, on my computer, I can't actually click the link. I wonder if I can click it on the phone though. I might be able to do that and share it that way. Of course, it moved on the thing. I will look at that here in just a moment. Let me catch up in the chat here. Let's see. When are you going over your predictions from earlier in the year? I will do that probably close to Christmas time. So that way we're really really close to the end of the year. I will actually pull up my old video, kind of like what Pinball and some of the other ones do. I'll pull up that. I will actually play the video of me making my predictions for 2024, and then we'll talk about whether I got them right or wrong. Um, I it's going to be an interesting one. I kind of think I'm 50-50, which I actually feel really good about that. But yeah, that'll be sometime late in December that we'll go through and do that. What do we got? I bookmarked it and go back. Excellent. Yeah, complacency for at least 4 more years. Yeah, complacency. It's okay if you are Team Red to celebrate, but do not celebrate to the fact that you get complacent or you get blinded. If you're Team Blue, it's not a thing of being upset to where you let um, emotions dictate your decision making and make dumb choices. Okay, there has to be a winner, there has to be a loser, and it's like when I put out the voting video yesterday. I don't care who you voted for. That is your God-given American right to go and vote, and as long as you are, you know, legally allowed, you go do what you got to do. Uh, but it's over now. We've got to move forward, and there's a lot of things that's up in the air right now. We can't be quick to judge, and we can't get complacent. You can't just be like, oh, okay, everything's good. I can quit prepping. I can let my guard down. Okay, it's not that time. Even if you're not into the preparedness thing, we're in the holidays. This is one of the highest times of theft. There's a lot of people that's buying Christmas presents and storing them, so you have extra higher value, expensive things in your house. There's a lot of traveling involved. So it means you're leaving your home. There's a lot of theft and break-ins and things like that. Uh, Now is the time to become basically the opposite of complacent, right? Let's see. I saw something about Putin and silver, but missed it. Interesting. I saw that they were estimating China now has in reserve about 20% of the entire um, Earth Earth's gold supply. Be interesting. Would love to see the review of the backpack with the solar panels. Oh, gotcha. Um, I will look into the one backpack. I need to pull out that. Um, Actually, I think I got it right here. Um, I need to actually do a full review of this one. Uh, this one, I've been actually getting asked a lot about it. So I probably need to go through and do a whole review on that. Um, I have a few bags, and I think I had one. I thought I had one just right here that I could have grabbed. There's one or two bags that I'm going to actually be doing a review on as well, uh, just because I didn't buy them, and I'm actually probably when I do the review is not going to give the manufacturer. I just want to do a review of the style of bag and things like that. So it's supposed to be big news for stackers, but I got squirreled by the election stuff. Yeah, yeah, and not Peanut the squirrel. And which I saw that meme. Um, if they will put that much time and effort into raiding somebody's house over a squirrel, uh, what won't they do? Okay. There's way more behind that. There's something way more behind that. And that I don't care. I will wear that tinfoil hat. That's fine. You do not have, I think it was 8 to 10 guys decked out to go and confiscate an animal. Well, two animals, but yeah, something's just not right with that. I agree that we are in a critical time, but up until the point where Trump has swore in, so yeah, the scaling, maybe, yeah, okay, yeah, it's one of those ones. And again, prepping is a lifestyle. It's not a you win some money or get your 401k emptied. It's not something that a really big order off of Amazon or whatever, and you're done. It just doesn't work that way. The reason why prepping is a lifestyle is because you should be using your preps daily. You have a pantry, great. Use the stuff out of your pantry. Take your stuff out of your pantry, go stock your kitchen, eat out of your kitchen. And as you eat out of it, keep grabbing stuff out of your pantry and keep restocking your kitchen. That rotates your food. Do the same thing with your medical supplies. If you've got a spot in your pantry or whatever, grab some band-aids, grab some cotton balls, whatever, put them in the bathroom or put them wherever. As you use them, come back and grab. And so that way you are shopping out of your supplies, but you are living out of what you would normally live out of. Let's see. All I care about is the interest rates going down so I can buy another house. And hopefully that'll happen. There's a lot of talk, and everybody's got their own interests in mind. People want gas prices to come down. People want interest rates to come down. People want border closed. People want security overseas. People want security here. There's a lot of healthcare talk and everything else. I've been watching a lot of people and make a lot of promises. So it's going to be interesting. There's only so much you can do at any given time. So we'll have to wait and see how all this stuff shakes out. Um, but yeah, I get it. Trust me. For those that are not familiar, Joel Salatin, yes. Um, Everything I want to do is illegal. Yeah. Joel is an actual, without trying to over state it, is an absolute legend when it comes to prepping or homesteading. He is a guy that I could sit down and listen to all day, just sit there and talk. He's absolutely one of my favorite people. He is full of knowledge, just an overall brilliant guy. Let's see. My cousin in Texas voted 70%, 82,000 total votes cast, 65 voted early. Don't mess with Texas. And it was interesting to watch a lot of the votes and things of certain states turning a certain color and then flipping. Let's see. Made a video with Putin on the thumbnail with his shirt off before. It was like 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm missing anything. God puts men on the throne and removes them. That in mind, focus on Yah. Yes. Yeah. And it's those two. I've had a bunch of people come through and ask me, different things along those lines. If you are religious, then absolutely, you need to make God your focus point and work your way down there. I've had people get extreme with me on religion, and they're like, "Well, I'm just going to let God handle it," and I'm like, "Yes, I will agree, but you can't just sit there and go, I'm hungry. I'll put it in God's hands. Suddenly somebody's going to, send a pizza to my house. You still have to do things. Your job is not going to be to put your trust into God and he will pay your electric bill. You still have to do things for yourself. But I've had a bunch of people that are not religious and come and ask me, and I'm like, it's fine. Um, put your faith in yourself. Put it in your spouse, your husband, your wife. There's different things that you can do to keep your focus and attention on something that is correct and good. Focus on being a just and moral person. You don't have to be religious to be a good decent human being, right? um, and to each their own. So let's see. I worry about the Biden and Harris will try to tank the economy, and it very well could. I was watching the second that the polls started closing. The dollar started to kind of fluctuate and go up. Stocks went way up. Um, Gold and silver started to go down a little bit. So it was all about what I thought it was going to happen, except the stocks went, I mean, crypto went huge while the voting was going on. But yeah, that's a very big possibility. There's a lot that can happen and a lot that you can do in 10 weeks. It's easier to break something usually than it is to fix it. I can go out and I can in 5 seconds I can slash your tire. It doesn't take 5 seconds to fix it. Now you have to take and lift the car up. Now you have to take the tire, and rim and everything off. Then you have to take it down and get a new tire and get it all balanced and come back. It takes a long time to fix things, but it's very, very easy and quick to destroy. So keep that in mind. Yes, look at Palmetto dropping names. Absolutely. Let's see. Yes, all for raw milk, anti-factory farm, anti-big pharmacy. Um, and if everything holds true, RFK, he is supposed to, on day one, once he gets appointed, and keep in mind, if you've got red all throughout Congress, all those appointees will just get rubber stamped. Um, he said on day one, his first thing he's going to do is take fluoride out of water. He's going to put a mandate, and there will not be any municipality anywhere in the United States that is allowed to put fluoride in water. So, big words. Let's see if that holds true. Is going to run and appoint Trump as VP in 28. I think T-Man's probably done after this. He will probably be in his 90s or very, very close to 90s. Um, maybe one of the Trump boys. I could see that to try and keep the Trump name. But I very, very much doubt it. But hey, stranger things happen, right? Keep conducting practice, exercising, finding your weakness. Yes, practice, practice, practice. Um, and it's that whole thing. You got to keep your mind sharp. You got to keep your body sharp. You got to look through and you got to find your weakness. Your preps is just like the saying goes. It's as strong as the weakest link of the chain. So you can be excellent in medical, excellent in food, excellent in water, and all that. But if something comes along and maybe something starts a fire, well, you never even thought about putting a fire extinguisher in your house. All that stuff might be gone. You might have just lost everything that you had to a house fire because there was your weakest link. You didn't even think about having a simple thing like a fire extinguisher. Let's see. Probably to Don Jr. Yeah, I can see that. 25th Amendment and well have the lame duck. Yeah. I doubt that they would do that though, and it's very possible. I doubt that they would push the 25th. Maybe if there was a passing, maybe. Stock market was pumping today and yesterday. Precious metals are moving down, so it seems like a favorable business environment is upon us, and uncertainty has gone down. Yes, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how all this settles over the next few weeks. So let's see. Thank you. Always love a good compliment. Don't care much about 10 foot beyond my property line. Yes, that's a good attitude to have. And it needs to be like that. You need to have zone one is your property line. Zone two is maybe your block, maybe a mile out or something in each direction of your property. Zone three is going to be your neighborhood or something along those lines, and then your town or city, your county. It needs to be in that whole little thing. You need to have your focus on one. Once everything's good, two, three, things like that. But I like it. I was at the bug out location, total grid shutdown, found some holes. Very good. Yeah, I know that you were talking about that, and that's the only way that you're really going to find those holes is when you put something into practice. You can pick up something that's absolutely brand new and great and shiny and whatever. Until that time comes to where you try to actually use it and make it function, you got to use it. Let's see. You are my spirit animal. Yeah, let's see. Sounds interesting to backpack with the solar. Yeah. Um, I pick that up when I go out and do hunting, hikes, even just day trips or whatever. I just basically dangle it off the back of the backpack and just keeps everything, charged, keeps my phone good, flashlights, things like that. I really put it through the test on the zoo trip because it was cold. It was very, very cloudy, so not good sun. There was times that it was raining, so I put it through a really good test, and it worked out a lot better. And I kind of, uh, it beat my expectations. Let's put it that way. I think the stock market will do good over the next few years. We'll see. I tend to agree with you on that. I think the stocks actually are on a pretty big bubble, but with everything going, it may ride that bubble. It may not go way, flying up. I think it'll do average-ish gains and things like that. But keep in mind, any event can happen, and that bubble burst. So we'll see. I see KP is here. Hello from Louisiana. Great to see you here. I know one guy told me and his wife started transferring money back into the markets today. Yeah, I think that link is about Salatin being offered a position and Trump's USDA. That is awesome. I'll definitely be looking into that. That is awesome. And I never even thought about that. I was over in Hudson Valley's live stream, and they were talking about it. And I said that Bear from Bear Independent needs to be appointed head of the trafficking division or the anti-trafficking division. I think he'd be absolutely amazing to head that group up and get things done. So let's see. Did my mouse just die? No, there it goes. Man, yeah, the fluoride in the water. Yeah. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. The FGB 135 wing attack. Interesting. Man, my mouse is going nuts. I may need to do a new mouse. We were without power for 3 days and learning a few things that we will be changing. Yeah. And that's why a lot of the prepping channels that you guys watch, I'm sure you guys have seen it, where they say Go a day, go a weekend where you turn your power off. And it'll be one of them things too. Go longer if you can. And it's one of them ones you don't necessarily have to. I've talked to a bunch of people. You do not have to actually go to your breaker and turn things off. You can leave them on. Just make sure that you're not utilizing anything. Just because your coffee pot's plugged in, or whatever, the refrigerator's plugged in, just don't use the stuff. How would you do it? The more realistic training that you have, the better of an outcome that you're going to see, the more of actual true results you're going to get. But yeah, that's good, Tony. Good deal. Do you think the price of silver will go down? Boy, I sure hope so. I would love for silver to tank, just so that way I can be selfish and buy, have the next 4 years of a buy. Um, I don't know. I don't know if it will tank. Um, I would be surprised if it dropped below 30. I think the last time I checked, it was still hovering at like 32 ish. Um, I could see it kind of bounce a little bit here and there, but I don't see it. Uh, and again, that's not my strongest suit of forecasting. So precious metals on something like that. So we'll see. Kentucky's here. Hello, Kentucky. Great to see you. Evening, my lovely fellow Americans. Let's see. I think someone used the Chuck Norris card last night in the election. What about gold futures? Gold stands, and see, this is where it all gets really interesting. Um, the way that you have bricks and everything going on, the way that most places are trying to buy up gold right now, it's very interesting to see what the gap in gold and silver does. Um, and it's going to be interesting too. I think that, again, I'm not a financial person, that throwing that out there. Um, I think that silver still has a really big run. I think aluminum still has a pretty big run, but it's all about timing and when it's going to be. There's a lot of uses for a lot of these precious metals. That's why they call them precious metals, right? So we will see. Um, it's one of those too. It's what you're comfortable with. You can buy things like aluminum. You can buy copper and things like that for pretty cheap, and just squirrel that stuff away. And as long as you have it to where it's not a get rich scheme. You're not going to buy $50 worth of copper every month, and then in 10, 20 years or whatever, when you retire, you're like, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire. No, but the point is, it's got value. It's you will be able to go and sell it, and more than likely you're going to get more out of it than what you put into it. It will rise over time. Uh, so it's just basically having a investment that you can hold in your hands. So tangible assets. I did a video and editing it now. It should be out in a couple of days, involving a few of our. Excellent. I will be on the lookout for that, Tony. That'll be an excellent video. Excellent video. Praise Yah. Thank you. That's a good one to leave up for maybe a little bit. The money printing can't stop. Long-term precious metals are still solid. There we go. Yeah. There's a lot. It's going to be hard to stop everything. And we won't stop absolutely everything. Will we be able to trim the fat, so to speak? Yeah, I think you'll make some big moves early on, so that way you can show things are getting done. But there's still a whole bunch. I mean, it's one of them things. If you poke 1,000 holes, you're going to go after certain things, but you've got to go digging to try and figure out where millions and millions and millions go. That right there is one of the things that I was hoping that they would do, is audit the Fed. I'm sure that they would put up some massive, lawsuit, take it to court, this, that, and everything else. It'd be tied up forever. I would love to see it happen. It's the same thing. Somebody asked me about Trump. You got to keep in mind too, before he even gets sworn in, he's got a sentencing to go to. Now I heard supposedly, so I'm not doing misinformation. Okay, I don't know if this is accurate, but the DOJ was supposedly trying to figure out all this, what's going to happen and things like that, and try and get all this nailed down beforehand. But uh, there's nothing that says you can't be president and behind bars. So copper is up. Good deal. Good deal. And I love all of it. Um, and I don't know, and maybe Silver Oceans can come in on this one. I think copper is a softer metal, and some of the copper I have been buying, the design and detail seems to be a lot more sharp and clear, and like they can put minute, amazing, vast amounts of detail into copper. And I don't know if it's just because copper is cheaper, so they can play with it more. Do a stamping or however they do it, look at it, adjust it, redo it. Um, but I love copper. Let's see. Gold and silver prices never change. What changes the value of the currency? Yes, that's a very good. That's 100%. Um, yeah, okay, yeah. There's a lot that I want to do. You just made my mind go in about 15 different directions, but yes, absolutely, that's 100% true. Yeah, that right there, that needs to be on the T-shirt, that needs to be on the bumper sticker, and it needs to be on your welcome mat. Abolish the Fed. There you go. Take a step further. Abolish the IRS. And Texas is agreeing. Yes, yes, and all that. Yes, yes. There we go. Fed going to reduce the rate. Hopefully, hopefully. Essential Tam is here. Hello, great to see you. We've missed you. Happy post-election day, praying for the hand of the good Lord to continue covering, yes, the president-elect. Yes, yes, yes. What's on the 14th? An invite. Thought the trial was over. There is the one case in New York that he was convicted of, and he's supposed to get sentencing for it. So we will wait and see how all that goes. Where are we at with time? Oh, wait. Let me read silvers and then I'm going to jump in. Copper is harder and more durable, oxidizes differently than silver. I'm not sure why the detail looks better. And it just may be me. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It is art, so it's subjective. What I find attractive and beautiful, maybe other people might not. But yeah, that's a good one. Good deal. I was hoping that you would chime in on that. Oh, I see Teresa has bounced in. Hello, Teresa. Great to see you. As out of the restaurant, been listening, but just got home. Well, then I hope you had a good meal. No, I don't think it's for J6. I believe it's for some sort of, I want to say tax thing, but I don't think it's tax. It's something that has to do with New York. I know that he has to go to New York. And do that. And maybe I'm wrong about that, but I know that he has to go. I think it's early December for his sentencing. So, and actually, I think he's got 2 cases that he's got to get sentenced on. So, let's see. While I still have a few more minutes, I do want to make, what do we got? About 20 people in here. You guys will be the first ones to hear about this. So in 2 weeks, so not this week, but probably next week, I'll button it down. So keep on the lookout for the video. We are going to do a giveaway on our live stream, and it'll be just in time for Thanksgiving. So we'll have it to where we'll do the giveaway. I will get it all ready, and I will get it mailed out the next day, so that way you can have everything hopefully before Thanksgiving. So we'll see how it all works. Now, I'm trying to figure out exactly what we're all going to do for Thanksgiving. I don't know if I want to do one big prize or if I want to do like 3 prizes, like a first, second, third sort of thing. But there'll at least be one giveaway, if not a couple. But I will give you a sneak peek of one, this is probably going to be the grand prize. So this has been laying here the whole time that I've been eyeballing, is going to be the grand prize. Let me get that a little closer so that way you guys can see. So I don't want to give too much away, but there's some stuff in here. This has got some weight to it, so we will see. Put that back over there with all of its things. Hopefully, somebody will get really good use out of it, because when I open that up, I kind of want to keep it for myself, but we will see. As far as that, we will also be doing a Christmas giveaway. That one will definitely be multiple prizes. They are starting to trickle in. I've been talking to some of you, so don't share it just yet. If I'm talking to you, I will give you a sneak peek of somebody talked about it, and I'm sure. Let me see if I can get next to the mic. Probably know what's inside there. So we will see. And I will give another clue. It's not all the same thing. So we've got some of that. I've got another box down here that is for the Christmas giveaway. So hopefully we'll be able to do really nice stuff. We'll be able to bless. You guys are amazing. Without you, here I am just doing nothing. So I always like to make sure that I give back and say thank you guys. So let's jump back into the chat. Charges are dropped, saying, okay, I will look into it. I got one of the copper coins there. Stunning. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Let's see. Yeah, because I kept one of the copper coins too, because Scorpion does amazing work. Let's see. My mouse just does not want to play ball tonight. When he redid his apartment building and it was worth, maybe it's that. Maybe that's what it is. Let's see. Uh-oh, another giveaway. Let's see. I wish. Trust me, I wish. If I could, and maybe if the channel ever gets to where I get like 100,000 subscribers, maybe I will be able to do that. I was actually getting ready to reach over here and grab something, but YouTube does not like the pew pews and the live stream, so I will leave it over there. I was getting ready to grab the Benelli. If you want to see that, I did just put that out. I believe it was Monday, the review on that one. Trust me, if I could, I would love to do firearms giveaways, but is it? Well, we will have to wait and see. I will give you a clue. It might be, but I will say that if it is, it's not one. And there's another one. Maybe. We'll put maybe. Only concern other than World War III, stupid, but it's yeah, smart. I don't know how all it's going to go through. We will see how things go. Again, we're not privy to all the information that's going on. We don't know exactly. We get to see the pictures and the videos that we're allowed to see. They can block anything that they want. I had this conversation not too long ago. If you take and you put in some sort of word or something like that, any social media, any platform or anything, especially now with AI and its help, they can flag it, take it down, have it removed, have your account removed, and things like that within hours, sometimes quicker on the post. But yet we can have all sorts of gross, filthy, disgusting things come through nonstop. And it doesn't matter if you reported it or not. I reported one that was just absolutely full male frontal nudity on my Facebook page. It was an ad. And I reported that daggone thing 3 days in a row and finally got something back that says it does not go against their terms of service. But, if I want to say a certain word, then absolutely that word is a no-no and you can get taken down. But the other thing, that's okay. So, again, we get to see what we're allowed to see. Let's see. And you might be right. You very well might be right. We'll see. Ben. Everybody's starting to think. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Making sure I'm not missing anything. Made one of the single challenge coin holders for fun. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, did we all hit the like button? I'm really bad about that. If you haven't, please go check that out and do all the fun YouTube things. Is the longshoreman strike completely taken care of, or are they supposed to come back? They are supposed to come back. That was supposed to just be a short-term agreement. And there's actually a few unions that were talking about doing some striking early next year. We'll see now that the change of power, if that holds true, if those actually take place, or if they figure something out. Is it a carving set? Well, pumpkin season's over, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Sup, Chris from Mr. Leonard Mountain Homestead. I think they gave them what they wanted to keep them happy, but still kick the can down the road. Yes. Yes. That's exactly what they did. Yes, and I agree. Yep. Yep. Thank you very much. Thank you. Everybody saying hello to Chris. Because Chris and Amy are very, very special friends of the show. So, again, if you guys have blue wrenches, which most of you should, which I just looked, where did that go? Kentucky, why do you not have a wrench? We're going to fix that. There you go. You should have a wrench now, Mr. Kentucky. Okay, so where are we at? Oh, we've got just a few more minutes left. Man, where has the time gone? Just keeps on going. We will see. I know what I wanted to ask. I want to do at least one, maybe a couple gift cards in the giveaway. And so, do you guys want a physical? Do you think I should do just an e-gift card so that way it's instantaneous? You win it right after the live stream, you get it. Or should I offer it? Which do you want? Do you want the actual physical one being mailed to you, or do you want to have it as an e? What do you guys think? Oh, did we really just get a Chuck Norris meme? When Chuck Norris needs to crack an egg, he cracks open the chicken. Oh, wow. I believe they agreed to pound the pay increase something like 65%, but they have not agreed on the automated shoring piece. So are ultimately take the jobs. I think that they agreed to a pay increase with the exception, like it was an agreement to disagree sort of thing. We see this, but we disagree on this. So you guys go back to work. We'll revisit everything in January. So we'll see how it all goes. But yeah, I think that they conceded to something along those lines with the pay, but they're not fully agreed and everything. So that's one vote for the e-gift card. Excellent. Let's see. Tough on the smartphone though. Yeah, we may just do the e-gift cards. I'm trying to also figure out how we're going to do the giveaways. I think for for Thanksgiving, what we'll probably do is we'll probably just do the like the hashtag giveaway where we use StreamYard's giveaways thing. But I think what we might do on the Christmas one is we may steal a little bit of pinball, where we do the giveaway, but you get to pick the mystery prize. So I will have everything labeled 1 through whatever 5. I don't know if there's going to be 5 or if there's going to be 10 or 20 or whatever. but for the purposes of an example, it'll be like 1 through 5. We'll spin the wheel. Person A wins. A will pick a number, and we'll do the corresponding number. Hey, you won a gift card, and then we'll spin again, and we may do something like that to make it more fair and fun. So that way you don't technically know what you're going to win. So we'll see how all that goes. Okay, so we got send mine in the equivalent of silver. Doing an e-gift card, silver bars will work, silver bullets. The longshoremen running into some issues as the auto workers didn't have the supply chain and hurricane relief on the shoulders. So we're able to hold out. Interesting. Where are we at? We got a couple minutes. I tell you what, I will show you one. So that way you guys will have a thing of what part of the Christmas will be. So this will be a sneak peek. I won't even show this. So you guys will be able to watch it tonight, and people will be able to watch it on the replay. But when I go through and I do my video or my short telling everybody about the giveaway, I'm not going to mention what any of it is. So you guys are special. So feel special right now. So one of the prizes will be that right there. And one of the prizes will be this right here. So you guys can already see the difference. One is copper, one is silver, and they are for Christmas of 2024. So that way they will be a little bit of a keepsake on whichever one you get, whether you get the copper or the silver. And he just does absolutely amazing work. I can't even hardly get the detail and stuff in there without getting the glare. But these will be part of the Christmas giveaway. So feel special because you 20 or so are the only ones that know it and will know it until the day of. So, all right, let's see where we got, because we only got a couple more minutes left into the thing. Ben, we'll come back and you can win it. Let's see. Everyone have a great night. Thank you, Tony, for stopping in. Yep. So the off-grid master is correct. It's just not going to be free silver tonight. And we will have to see. I like the picking numbers for prizes. Call me the old-fashioned. Yeah, I like the way that Pinball does his. I don't like the questions, though. I mean, I get his. I'm not taking away from his at all. But everybody's got a different pace. I don't want a younger kid with really fast internet that can Google something to beat out somebody that has a slower internet that's trying to, slowly one finger type. I want to make it fair for everybody. So, yes, it is shiny. All right, and yes, it is some pretty stuff. Send you an email when you have time. Excellent. I will look at that. And I think, did I just get the notification for it? I think I did. So where are we at? All right. So we are closing down with everything. So if you guys have anything that you want to get off your chest, ask, say it now. Otherwise, we will see you guys in 7 more days. So closing final thoughts with everything. You guys know how to reach me if you guys need anything that you do not want to, share or anything like that. There you go. You can do that. There's a lot of you that have my personal phone number, my cell phone, that, if it gets down to it that you need somebody to talk to, you just need somebody to hear a voice, somebody to vent to. That's fine. I don't have a problem if I know you to give out my personal number. We may, if I don't know you, have to email a couple of times just so that way I can make sure everything's legit. But there you go. If you need anything, you can always reach out to me. Let's see. I will take all the shiny that I can and know. Yeah, I like his works out really, really well. So we're just gonna steal part of it. Pinball's an amazing dude, so we're just gonna borrow it, I guess is what we're gonna say. Modify it into the rural. Let's see. Everybody saying good night. Yeah, heads on a swivel. The speech made the statement to gear up, fight, and take that as you can. Yes, yes. And praise Yah. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So I think we're going to call it a night. So again, I appreciate you guys. I probably should have shown off my stuff there. Appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me and spending a little bit of your time. I know everybody's got their lives. You know, things are going on. We're starting to get into the end of everything. Uh, Holidays are coming up. Travel's coming up. Uh, but I look forward to these. I know that some of you guys, if not most, if maybe even all of you, look forward to this. It's just an amazing time to come in and just hang out with you guys. So again, I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Stay tuned because there is definitely more information to come. And you know what I'm about to say, so say it with me. Remain united. We're all prepping in this together.